Should everybody be a 10?
Into
the mic, please.
Sorry. I personally think that everyone should have the confidence in themselves as a 10, yes. Because if we were confident in our own image, we would have more brain room to focus on other things like developing skills, developing hobbies, maybe finding a healthy relationship, having a healthier mental state of life. So I think focusing on your rating and judging yourself on that is irrelevant. And yeah, you should be a 10. You should just be confident in yourself.
Sure. Okay, so there's a couple things there. You think that we should be less preoccupied with our physical appearance?
Yeah. So
okay.
Why not give yourself a 10? Like what justice does it do to rate yourself as a 2? To live your life being like, I'm an ugly 2, no one likes me. What good does that bring to yourself?
Well, I mean, if it happens to be the case that, for example, let's say you actually are a 2, or this hypothetical person is a 2, and you have a accurate self-assessment of your own physical attractiveness, and you own it, couldn't you argue that it's actually more confident to be like, yeah, I'm a 7. That's how I am, versus like actually being like, let's say you're a 5. Let's say you're totally average. You're not particularly remarkable in any regard, and you think you're a 10. Don't you think it'd be more confident to just be like, yeah, I'm a 5?
No, I think it's the most confident to show that you think you're the best you are. And I've met many people that by beauty standards, if we're using like Margot Robbie's standards, are 1s or even less, but just their confidence and their personality made me think that they were fucking the hottest guy I've ever met. So I think if you have the confidence in yourself that you are a 10, that you will attract people to your confidence. And if you sit there self-assessing, being like, oh, I'm a 7, I'm a 6. No, I think that's just a waste of your time and bringing yourself down and stopping you from succeeding and getting further,
Well, is this scale based off of like solely attractiveness, or is it also like about
physical,
what's inside?
Just physical.
It's
right.
like just looks.
Because like if it's physical, then like I think that the point that you're saying is like kind of false, just because like confidence comes from within. It has nothing to do with your appearance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And if you believe within you are a 10, then confidence shines. And I mean, like, confidence is shown in appearance. Every one of you could look the same way. And if you're walking insecure, you're going to look uglier. If you are walking loud and proud, you're going to look like a fucking superstar. Guaranteed. Fact.
I don't think that everyone that like rates himself, let's say a 5 though, is insecure. Like, what did I rate I rated myself an 8, but I confidently rated myself an 8. I think like on the other side of what you're saying, like I completely get what you're saying, but on the other side of it's like I'm confident that I'm an 8, but like I also know that I can improve on like some things here and there, which is why I'm not like a confident 10.
What standards though? Like what standards do you want to improve on? Because like you look like a 10 to me.
Yeah.
I think you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Like what standards are you putting yourself to? Is it like westernized beauty? Like where do you think your flaws are that you're giving yourself a lower number than a 10?
Just like the golden ratio, like the staple of
like,
what
who made
beauty
that?
actually is.
And that's my point, is like you're over here being like, I could be better. But if you just thought you were the best, you wouldn't even worry about that. You could be worrying about how you could be better in your other life set skills, not just your beauty, Like it's just, you are a 10.
Thank you.
Like you really are. Like there's nothing you can improve about yourself except for your confidence.
Like everyone has like a little bit of insecurities, you know, but.
I do too, but I'm still going to stand here and like fight for myself, and be like, I'm a 10 out of 10 because that's what I believe everyone should do.
Also, I feel like there's like you can obviously tell if there's like an unattractive person and an attractive person, and I think everyone should definitely be confident. But if you're telling that like unattractive person that they're a 10, like you're like so bad, like, and they're walking around thinking that, then like I feel like people could like totally like take advantage of them, like, and like
overly confident.
Yeah, and they could learn some like they could get humbled and like.
That's a good point. It was making me think of this quote. It's like you can ignore reality, but you can't ignore the consequences that come with ignoring reality. So if, let's say, a girl next to me, she's, I don't know, truthfully isn't very attractive, but everyone tells her, yep, girl, you're a 10 out of 10. Don't ever settle for anything less, whatever. She might start going after certain guys, whatever, who aren't within her league or her whatever, and she's gonna constantly get heartbroken. Why is this guy doesn't want to talk to me? Why does this guy keep cheating on me? Why does this guy keep doing this? And same with guys. If it's like, if I'm a guy and I think that I'm the second coming of Jesus Christ, and every girl, I deserve a supermodel, I deserve an A-list whatever, and I keep going after supermodels and keep going after girls that aren't in my playing realm, I'm going to constantly get heartbroken. I'm doing myself a disservice because I'm not actually playing within my roles. Because you can be confident and be an average looking person. That's what I think. Like, I'm not a 10 at all, but I'm pretty confident with myself, and that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. So I think that by telling someone something that's not accurate, you're doing them more of a disservice. Like, you're putting a Band-Aid on like their feelings for the moment, and be like, yeah, you're a 10, everything's all good. But then when they go out in the world, they're not going to get treated like a 10 necessarily. Like, you see what I'm saying?
I disagree, because you're also like saying that as if everyone with the confidence has expectations that they deserve something. And I mean, Belladonna used to be married to one of my good friends who by society standards would probably be. Who the fuck
is that guy?
Who is Belladonna?
Belladonna was one of the most famous stars in the world.
Do you not jerk
She's probably more famous than you, no
I don't-
offense, but she's
I'm not. I
yeah,
don't
definitely
really
for
care.
sure. Like she out her
Cool.
Google search. I'm just saying she's really famous, and his confidence and
Is she?
she is.
I mean, I don't give a fuck if
Ryan,
she is.
can you
No,
answer that
like-
for us?
Yeah, Ryan, do you
Ryan?
know the answer to that? Is she famous?
You know a lot of stars.
I need to look at.
Hold on. Let's do a Google Trends search. Let's compare.
I've
Belladonna.
never heard of that name.
I've never heard that.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Nick.
okay.
I'll send it
let's
to you.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Maybe
But
if
okay,
I
go
see
ahead,
the
go ahead.
face.
No, honestly,
I don't watch. I don't watch.
Like, I don't care, but what?
I kind of want to just bounce, to be honest. So I'm gonna go.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Because
a
we're-
little bit. Just
You're that triggered over this conversation?
It's I didn't do enough research on the podcast.
Because we're talking about, because I don't know
No,
who
it's just,
Belladonna is.
No, it's not that. It's everything. It's just
Because we're
I
talking
have other
about
things to
rating.
even talk about people's attractiveness, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, that's my ride. So
No, you
Oh, wow.
can stay. I'll go sit in my car.
it's no. It's okay.
Self Castle.
No,
If you need a ride back, I don't mind driving you too.
please stay.
I'm
can
going
wait
back
for
to
you.
LA
I can
too.
wait for you. I just like personally, I'm kind of. losing
We're all
my
gonna just
temper,
drive together.
Hang tight, guys. Just
I'm gonna tell a joke.
I can do like a little sound effect.
Oh shit.
See,
I do have space. There's. I don't know if
I
anyone
knew
wants
that
to.
was gonna happen.
I do have space for one more.
What did I walk
She
into?
did. Oh, she's still there. Shit.
She said
What happened?
she said
Or
that she
no.
has better time than to sit here and talk about what people look like.
So y'all
Well,
not
Personally, for like the whole like
We didn't even
scale
get
thing, I don't
started.
think it's that deep. It's just like
I
no,
don't
yeah, it's
actually-
just
we
like
didn't
what
even
you real
think
scale
about
1 to 10.
myself.
Remember when we were in like middle
Started.
school and be like let's rate each other,
Yeah,
you
you
know?
go
Like
in the comments.
we didn't think it was that deep until now, where
It's
people started
not.
making it that deep.
It's-
It was nice
Bye.
meeting you.
Appreciate
Bye.
I think it's not fair to say everyone is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think
But
so
like
either.
when I rate people, I also rate people when it comes to their personality too.
No, absolutely.
Because you could be
yes.
like, you could actually physically be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But
But then if
you're
your
a
person-
shithead,
yes, if your
I
person-
will
yeah.
not want to
Right.
sleep with you
We
or
didn't
be
even
even
get
near
started.
Can we like move?
That
down
was
a little?
like a pretty tame
We didn't even-
conversation.
yeah.
I didn't even-
Guy.
Like, she would not have liked what I was about to say.
Absolutely. Because
Ladies,
Hold on.
Does looks even matter for a guy if he's successful, confident, smart? Dude on the panel, would you date an ugly chick for any reason?
I don't think looks matters if a
I
guy is
do.
successful,
We're gonna
confident, and
scoot
smart.
like
Yeah, I was gonna
everybody
say.
down.
Should I like move the chair too?
Uh,
or like move down?
Just leave the chairs there, and then we'll get rid of some of the chairs. Guys, give us a sec. Two girls just walked off the show. It was like the most tame conversation ever.
I have seen way
It was like-
worse on